Her latest role, Renée Zellweger, is unrecognisable. The A-list actress bringing to our screens a new series that is guaranteed to feed our true crime obsession. In The Thing About Pam, Renée plays Pam Hupp. She's a woman who very nearly gets away with the perfect crime, the murder of her best friend Betsy. It's the first character Renée has taken on since she took on the role of legendary Judy Garland in 2019 and won an Oscar for it. In her only Australian interview, I spoke with the superstar about diving into the world of TV, her transformation, and why, after being one of Hollywood's most in-demand leading ladies, she decided to step away from the spotlight.
Something happened, Minnie. Something terrible.
There's been a murder, like a big one.
Renée, it's so nice to talk to you, and hand on heart, I am obsessed with The Thing About Pam.
Well, that's fun to hear.
Where did you first hear about Pam? Because it's a true story.
My producing partner, Big Picture Company, sent the podcast to me to listen to when I was driving up the 5 freeway from Los Angeles to San Francisco to get my rescued German Shepherd's hip replaced. And I listened to the whole thing from start to finish up the 5. And I was fascinated.
And how is your dog's hip?
Thank you very much. He's healing nicely.
You know what? Just hearing this story, here's this average woman living a very average life. I now look around me and I am suspicious of everyone. I don't trust my neighbours. I don't trust my friends.
I know what you mean. It does mess with your head a little bit. That was what was so interesting about this, because it makes you have to renegotiate everything that you thought you understood, you know?
Yeah.
Making presumptions that I shouldn't, and am I actually seeing what's in front of me?
But we need someone who knows Betsy and Russ's relationship.
Well, I know everything about it.
And your transformation to become Pam, a lot went into that.
Well, I just sat there. It was definitely a process and a learning process, because that stuff, boy, you never know what you're going to get. You know, it's kind of dynamic, the prosthetics. They have minds of their own.
So how was it when they first turned you around in that chair and you saw Pam for the first time?
I laughed because it just didn't seem possible to me. It just did not seem possible. And I laughed with delight, because you always hope as an actor that you can, you know, that the approximation is as closely aligned to the person as possible. And so this was, it was thrilling.
You changed your story.
Don't forget, brain injury over here.
I'm disabled.
Did she have that limp before? No.
I love, over the years, the characters and the roles that you've chosen, from, you know, Nurse Betty to Bridget, which of course won you generations of fans, and then someone like Judy Garland, and you showed or portrayed a really raw, honest side to her. What is it you're looking for when you choose these roles?
Well, thank you, by the way. That's really nice. You know, I'm not really sure that there's any sort of list of criterion, except the way that I respond when I read something or considering taking something on. It's usually the same things, whether or not it piques curiosity in a way that seems significant. Would I want to go and watch this myself? Is it worthwhile, and does it fit with my life? What would the quality of this experience be? What will I learn from it? All of those things kind of come into play.
Well, it's a long way from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, isn't it?
I don't know. I was working hard on Chainsaw Massacre. Don't try to make something that seemed far-fetched as authentic to me as it could be. But yeah, in terms of a life journey, it feels like 10 lifetimes ago.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
You touched on finding roles that fit in with your life, and look, there was a time there where you took a really big break from acting. Was that a brave decision?
Not at all. I didn't see it as a brave choice. I didn't see it as a choice at all. Like, it was time to do something different, to learn something different, to work in a different way, to get new perspective, to grow in a way that you can't when you're repeating the same patterns over and over again.
Did you always think it was going to be temporary?
I just knew that I needed to make a change and I needed to be okay with whatever came of it. And I was open to whatever life was going to bring from the decisions that I was going to make in that new sphere.
See, that's why I think it was brave. And then you did come back. You came back with Judy Garland.
You need to take better care of yourself. You understand?
Everybody has their troubles.
You won an Oscar, and then the whole world shut down and did just what you'd been doing.
It was amazing. It was really amazing. Yeah, what a bizarre time, and exciting and fun, running around the world with my friends talking about this film. That was this quiet little insular creative experience and a celebration of this woman who inspired all of us. And then close the doors and stay home with the dogs for a year.
I've got an idea for you, right? Because I know you've got your own production company. But I've had a look at your resume and I think there's something missing. Renée Zellweger, action hero.
Yes, I'm so with you. How fun would that be?
I'll help you produce it, but look, I have no experience, but I bring a lot of enthusiasm.
Me neither, and me too. Clearly a perfect partnership.
I love her.
You're in heavy flirt mode then. Huh? Yeah, heavy.
How did you take flirt from that?
You're batting your eyelids. I can produce it for you. I have no experience. That was heavy Alison Langdon flirt mode.
Was it?
Yes.
Got to really take a good look at myself. You know, she was beautiful, right? She was great. Just moving past that bit really quickly. But when I sort of
awesome.
first, caught up with her and crossed over to her, because I caught her mid-yawn, right? She was hanging on. And as I said to her, like, you haven't even given me a chance to bore you yet. But she was saying she gets up at 4 o'clock every single morning and doesn't go to bed till 11, 12 o'clock at night.
And you can be boring. I mean, that's true.
You were just kicking goals this morning,
No,
aren't
but
you?
that's just what you said. You said you didn't give her a chance to bore you.
Yeah, but I can say you can't.
Oh. Anyway, it was a terrific interview.
Thank you.
And also, I loved her in Jerry Maguire.
Mum and Dad are fighting again,
And Jerry
Alex.
Maguire, I love that film. She was awesome in that.
She's got so many great movies, and the fact that she stepped away from it for so long. And you don't know if you do that. Like, she was so hot when she left, and then you don't know when you come back in 6 years' time, is there someone else who's going to get those roles, and if they're still in office.
It's always good to have a break, forced or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we always say. You can also catch the latest episode of The Thing About Pam tonight, 8:30 on 9, and catch up on the first two shows free on 9.
She was lovely.
now.
Great interview. Really lovely, lovely.
Thank you. She was brilliant.
Yeah. G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please. I don't know.